Hey guys, JP Merlo with the Kentucky Fish and Tank Rescue. I'm actually doing a video tonight on something that's kind of yuck and terrible. We have a new baby ball python and it has been impacted for the last day or so, and I ran it a warm bath and it pooped a little bit, which was a good sign. As I was holding it and letting it squirm around and kind of force that out, it actually prolapsed. Prolapse is when the cloaca either tears or separates from the body, the inner cavity, and comes out of the butt ventricle, right? It sounds bad, and I'm not that great with gross stuff. It's not that gross, but I mean, it's not good and it can't be comfortable, right? Threw out an APB on Facebook. Thank all of you guys that responded. They said, first and foremost, keep it moist, keep it clean. We did that. We kept it clean and moist in this little container. And then upon further research, we were told sugar water. So I mixed up a batch of sugar water, didn't know how much. So sugar water, put the snake in there and left it for a few minutes. As I'm watching more YouTube channel, it's more of a sugar paste. So it will actually shrink that little, it's like a little pink bubble. So apparently the sugar water will shrink that a little bit so that I can attempt to push that back into the vent. Some people have said it's too far gone. I don't know about that. The snake is active, so we're gonna try it, and then I'm gonna try and get a little probe of some sort, stainless steel probe that I can use to actually push it in there. They say the most important thing is to actually get the tissue back in the body cavity, kind of massage it back in there a little bit more, and then keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't prolapse again. They say that the veterinarian will actually put a stitch in the vent to keep it from coming back out just long enough for it to heal up. So we're gonna try 15-20 minutes in this sugar paste, and then we'll try to push it back in there and hope the little guy makes it. I'm going to show you what he looks like and how it's actually looking. So as you can see, there is the prolapsed cloaca hanging out of the ventricle. Now this isn't the worst one that I've seen. Hang on, buddy. On the videos, but apparently some people say this is a pretty bad one. So I hope the sugar remedy will work as far as shrinking that back up, and then I will attempt to push that thing back in. So, okay, you guys, it's been about 20 minutes soaking in this sugar paste, and we're gonna check it out, see how it works. I also have my stainless steel little forceps that I use for feeding, and we're gonna give this a try, and I'm gonna bring you along for the ride, okay? I sure hope we can save the snake's life. Just so you know, it eats once a week a small mouse or small rats. Maybe we need to go to twice a month or something like that, but we're gonna go ahead and do this little procedure. If that doesn't work, we'll keep it moist. I'll put her back in this little box with a little bit of water at the bottom on this heating pad that I have set up, and we'll take her to the vet later. So as you can see, it has drawn up a little bit from what it was. It is kind of red, but it is a lot less inflamed than what it was. So we are going to try. The problem is she's still impacted, and so we're going to try and get her up in there and then get her on a little warm pad with a little layer of moisture. You can still kind of see she is impacted a little bit, so we're going to try and give this a try. This snake has been really calm through the process, which is nice. And so I have my stainless steel probes. We are dealing with the ventricle. It is a lot smaller than when it first started, so we're just going to try and do what we can. Oh yeah,
Oh man, that is much easier than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, awesome. Let's see if I can get it in here. You can kind of see the vent here. The vent opening. And then, I'm sure this is rather uncomfortable. I know, buddy. Now they say to massage it kind of back in there. That looks great. Don't poop it back out. I know that sucks, but that looks awesome. You guys, look, I bet that is, we're gonna keep it like that for a little while. Just massage it backwards. So now the snake's dealing with trying to push out and trying to push in, but look how awesome that looked, you guys. That was not that bad to do. We'll keep our eyes on it, and we'll make sure that we're going to rinse her off with all this sugar, but we'll make sure that that vent stays closed. I don't think we'll need to stitch it or nothing, but how awesome was that? That was a pretty cool experience. Her whole body, we gave her a warm bath, just so you know. We gave her a warm bath. She pooped quite a bit. I didn't know how much to pull out of that. And then as she was squirming around, pushing more out, that's when she prolapsed. But learning from YouTube and the rest of them, look at that. Nothing's hanging out right now. She's not pushing anything back out. Awesome. Awesome. I think you'll be all right. That's what they say on the YouTube. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know how the little guy is doing. He certainly is a cool little snake, and we'll just not feed him for a couple weeks and let him absorb that. So we'll keep you up to date for sure.
All right, guys. You just saw what I did. I actually pressed back in a prolapsed cloaca for our brand new little baby ball python, and it was a lot easier than I had anticipated. I actually taped together my little tweezers that I use for feeding. Somebody else said that you could use a Q-tip with coconut oil. Actually, the whole objective to that is not letting it dry out. When it dries out, it can set up narcosis. And that could be deadly. More than likely the animal would die if that dried out and got infected and whatever. Anyways, easier than I had anticipated. Basically, it's hard to do with your finger. I've seen guys actually do bigger snakes with their finger and try to press that back in there with success. The little ball python we have right now wasn't that bad. Wasn't the worst one I saw on YouTube, to say the least. It worked perfect, the little rounded edge, nothing sharp, and just gently pressed it back in. I think it created some some discomfort. He started squirming around a little bit. So there was a certain point where, it came back out like 2 or 3 times, but I pressed it in there and then gently massaged it back towards the head, right, back towards the front. And there was a point where it kind of tightened up back around it and kept itself inside. So we are going to monitor the little guy, the little girl, the little thing. I want to say thank you to everybody that responded to my post tonight. Thank you so much. I never heard of using sugar water. It's not so much sugar water, a little bit of water, a lot of sugar. It's a paste. It absorbs the moisture in that tissue and kind of makes it contract, and it sure did work. In the beginning, it was about the size of a dime, which is pretty big compared to that snake. After the sugar treatment, it was actually about the size of a pencil eraser. So, super cool trick. Never heard of it, never tried it. I will keep you posted. We're not going to feed the ball python for at least a week. From what I understand, it's not just impaction with solid, but that there's air behind that as well. So it does look like throughout the body looks a lot more even, like maybe the air had dissipated. I know we got a lot of solid, super hard fecal matter, feces, poop. out of the snake in the bathtub, so I'm sure it feels a lot better. Sure does look a lot better. And then it's, you know, animals and humans and tissue and stuff like that is a lot more resilient than you think. So I was sitting there nervous as heck, you know. I was like, gosh, it's so tender and blah blah blah, but we just gently pushed it back in there. Like I said, there was a point where kind of the body, the abdomen absorbed it back in on itself. It wasn't pushing it out, so that was nice. I got a bigger container of warm water in there that the snake's kind of laying in with a heat lamp on it. Hopefully it'll be in good shape, and we will keep you posted, and I'll post this video for Sunday. Thanks guys, JP Merlo with the Kentucky Fish and Tank Rescue. And fish and tank and reptiles all go hand in hand, so we are certainly here for the reptiles as well. The two big Colombian red-tailed boas are doing great. The Nile monitor, super awesome. The three leopard geckos, awesomer. Those little three guys are super cool. They are like just wide-eyed and bushy-tailed and curious about everything. So anyways guys, we will see you Sunday and with our live stream, and I'll keep you posted. We'll do an update. Hopefully she pulls through, and I'll probably go see the vet just to kind of check it out and see what his opinion is on all of that. All right, JP Merlo with the Kentucky Fish and Tank Rescue. Thank you guys for answering my post so quickly and giving me your thoughts, and thank you for not chewing me out. People love to attack people on fish forums and on reptile forums. Thank you for understanding and giving me your best advice. It sure did help, and I think that snake is going to make it based on what I've seen, and I'm going to go continue watching some more videos on that prolapsed cloaca. So we're going to check that out. Thanks guys. Peace.
Alright guys, this is an update, a 2-day update after we did the little operation and pushed the cloaca back into the abdomen. I guess that's the right terminology, cloaca and abdomen. It was anyways, the cloaca came out of the abdomen, but he is still alive and breathing. His swelling his impaction seems to have kind of evened out at least. It was really expanded, if you remember. We'll turn him upside down and look at his little butt crack, also known as the vent or the cloaca, right? So just to make sure we're still in good shape. So he's still a little swollen, but nowhere near what he was. And so certainly looks a lot better down through this area right here. He is definitely bending his body quite a bit more, particularly in this bottom region. This is where he was all expanded. He kind of looked like one of those balloons that those guys make balloon animals out of, but you can tell he's still a little bit swollen down through here, and probably a little bit impacted still. We're not going to feed him for a week, and just kind of let that protein and stuff level out and dissolve and let him digest that a lot more. But he is alert and seems to be doing a lot better, and his little vent seems to be staying inside, which is good. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? So he is definitely climbing around, moving this bottom end here. We'll probably do some more bath treatments, some warm water treatments, and let him kind of explore. You can see he's still a little bit impacted through here, so we're not going to force him to poop nothing, and we may just give him some warm bath treatments. So I believe this guy is going to pull through based on everything that I saw online and on YouTube, and hopefully you'll be doing a lot better. Thank you again, guys, for all your advice and helping out. I really do appreciate it. Thanks.